We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got baseball, and that's it for today. The NBA Finals doesn't come back until tomorrow, which that could possibly be the last day of that league. So then we're just going to be down to baseball for a while, which I am totally okay with. We did cash on our last hockey play, but we'll go ahead quickly before we jump into today's card. We'll go ahead and look at what happened yesterday. And yesterday was a good day. It was a nice bounce back day after, what was that, ugly 0-5. Although my day didn't start off great. I did get the over in the Miami Marlins game. Over 8.5 was a winner. Should have grabbed the Marlins instead of the Pirates. It is what it is. Detroit wins that one 7-3, so Pirates money line loser. Over in the Rockies game, the Rockies scored 10 by themselves. I'll take it, but Jesus. And then we had 4 straight losers before winning 6 out of our last 7. The losers included the over Indiana Fever game. I thought they would score at least 100. They scored 88. Didn't get there. Liberty, I figured they would bounce back in a blowout spot after losing their first game. They bounced back with a win, but it was only by 5 points, so did not cover that. A ugly bottom of the 9th for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, loser there. That was one of them that flipped. Bad beat on the Chicago White Sox money line. They were up 1-0. They ended up losing 12-2. But we ended up the night pretty well because the Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. We had their puck line at plus 165. That was a 5-1 final. Congratulations to the Florida Panthers. Next year, Buffalo Sabres. Anyways, and then we had some winners in the WNBA. 2 winners, which was Washington minus 4.5, and it was Dallas minus 3.5. Those were nice winners. But the Las Vegas Aces hooked me, which was annoying as all shit, considering that they were up 9 points at halftime, and then they ended up losing by 14. Rough. Under in the Texas game, winner, Seattle run line, easy winner, and the over in the Houston game was a winner. We end up finishing up 2.58 units. Still got a little bit to make up from that last day, but hell, I will definitely take a winning day, nonetheless. But we'll see how it goes today. We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat. Go Cats. IceX, what's up? What's up? You ready for some baseball now? And we will start, as we normally have been doing, in Omaha. Because we could possibly have our championship matchup set up today, which could definitely be a possibility. Although I'm kind of flipping back and forth to the next game. But we get Louisville and Coastal Carolina playing today. Coastal hasn't played in a couple of days. I believe the last time they played was on Sunday with their 6-2 win over Oregon State. Now they get Louisville for a trip to the College World Series Finals. Coastal 2-0 so far in Omaha. They're riding a 24-25 game winning streak, something like that. That team's been insane. And then Louisville, hey, they're fighting their way through that losers bracket after getting walked off on in the opening game versus Oregon State. They beat Arizona, and then they went and beat Oregon State again. I was a little bit surprised that they beat the Beavs. But at the end of the day, Coastal needs to win 1 out of the next 2 games. Louisville needs to win both. I don't even think this one gets to tomorrow. I'm taking Coastal. I'm taking the minus 2.5. This is a team that I've been riding pretty much after the regionals because, I was obviously hoping ECU would make it out, but I've been riding them the entire season minus regionals. So Coastal, let's ride with them. I got minus 2.5 on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers to make the College World Series. And they will go up against somebody in the SEC guaranteed now. Arkansas is minus 130 with a total of 10.5. LSU beat Arkansas in their opening game. That was a 4-1 game there. Since then, LSU went and beat UCLA, and that game finished yesterday morning. Arkansas had to play UCLA last night, and both SEC teams beat UCLA. It was unfortunate. I had UCLA to make the championship. That did not happen. At the end of the day, I think I'm going to end up grabbing LSU because I think LSU will win one out of the next 2 games. And I think it's going to end up being LSU and Coastal at this point. I'm going to grab LSU. It's around even money. So today, I think we're going to get our matchup, Coastal and LSU. Hell yes. You know it. LOL. Little by little. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, we'll go ahead and head to the MLB. I just wanted to do the quick Omaha breakdown because you guys know how much I've been into Omaha. So it's been a lot of fun. Let's go ahead to the MLB. We'll start with the early game, 4 o'clock game between the Boston Red Sox and the Seattle Mariners. And to celebrate the Stanley Cup, this game has a hockey total. Red Sox minus 120. Yes, 6.5 is your total. It's Garrett Crochet versus Luis Castillo. Garrett Crochet has been phenomenal this year. I still believe he's up in the. Let's take a look at Cy Young odds because I know that both these guys, I believe, are up there. Awards. Cy Young award. Garrett Crochet is 10-1. And I can't even find. Oh, Luis Castillo is 160-1, so that's not going to happen. It's most likely going to be Tariq Skubal again for there, and most likely going to be Paul Skeens. It is what it is. MVP. Man, Cal Raleigh's just slowly getting his way up there, but it's going to be Judge and Ohtani again. Whoop-de-doo. Anyways, Garrett Crochet. 15 starts, a 6-4 record, 2.24 ERA, 96 and a third innings pitched, 24 earned runs, 28 walks, and 117 strikeouts. If there wasn't a guy named Tariq Skubal, I would say, hey, Garrett Crochet should win the Cy Young. On the opposite side, you got Luis Castillo through 14 starts, a 4-4 record, a 3.29 ERA, 79 and a third innings pitched, 29 earned runs, 26 walks, and 67 strikeouts. He's been solid as well. We'll go ahead and take a look at what these two teams are hitting. Seattle versus lefties are hitting 8th in baseball, 108 WRC plus. Red Sox versus righties are hitting 22nd in baseball at 98 WRC plus. So pitching advantage, Red Sox. Hitting advantage, Mariners. We'll go ahead and take a look at where the market is moving in this game. I need to pull up online. There we go. It's gone from plus 109 and plus 107 for Seattle. So really no line movement on this game. The lines moved from 7 to 6.5. So the line has moved down, which makes sense considering the two pitchers. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in and see if it makes sense. I'm going to end up grabbing the under in this game because 40% of the bets but 51% of the handle are on the under. If you're going to get a total this low, I'm going to take the under here. And I can get the under at even money. Under 6.5. Can I get 7 at all? No, I can't. Under 6.5 at plus 102. Sign me up for a low-scoring game in the morning because this is a 1 o'clock game in Seattle. Under 6.5. The only game I bet on is the Mariners. I like the Mariners here. I feel like I would lean Boston, but not enough for me to want to get involved. Let's keep on rolling. Hey, how about the Mariners, Marlins last night? Taking care of the Phillies. That was fun to see. We got Ranger Suarez and Adam Muzar? Is that right? I don't know if that's right. Let's go check. Adam Muzar, which is making his first start of the season. And I think he's going to be one of the first starts in general for his career. Oh, he pitched 8 games last year for the San Diego Padres. 1-3 record, 7.49 ERA last year, and 33 2/3 innings pitched. He was the second round pick out of Iowa in the 2022 draft. So he's up pretty quickly. On the opposite side, you got Ranger Suarez, who has been pitching really, really well this year. 8 starts, 5-1 record, 2.32 ERA, 50 and a third innings pitched, 13 earned runs, 12 walks, 44 strikeouts. He's going to get you innings, anywhere from 6 to 7 innings a start. He's been solid. Pitching advantage, Phillies. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these two teams are doing versus respective sides. Miami versus lefties is 13th in baseball. They're the first team that's under 100 WRC plus, so below average, but top half of the league. And then Philly against righties, I believe they're 10th, 106 WRC plus. So pitching and hitting advantage towards the Phillies, as it should be. And the line's moving towards Miami. And the line's going from 7.5 up to an 8. So line's moving towards the over. I'm going to be on the Marlins today. I'm gonna grab the Marlins here. I can get them at plus 145, 148. I don't know. This line movement just screams Marlins. So on Philly, and line moves from, what did it open at? Minus 190 to minus 160. Sign me up. Miami Marlins today. Phillies team total over. I don't hate it. I missed a lot. I know. I missed a bit. I know. But seeing the Tigers at minus 300 versus the Pirates. Because there's a guy named Tariq Skubal pitching. And we're going to talk about him right now. Because we do got the Pirates and the Tigers minus 290 when I type this up. I think we are starting to see some 300s, which is not surprising at all. Because how bad the Pirates are, and Tariq Skubal is pitching. But Andrew Heaney's on the other side, and I do like Andrew Heaney. 14 starts for him, 3-5 record, 3.33 ERA, 78 in the third innings pitched, 29 earned runs, 24 walks, and 59 strikeouts. Andrew Heaney has been solid, although the Pirates are not winning his games. Tariq Skubal's on the opposite side. 14 starts, a 7-2 record, a 1.99 ERA, in 90 and a third innings pitched, 20 earned runs, 9 walks, and 111 strikeouts, which I believe that's just behind Garrett Crochet and Mackenzie Gore. So he has been absolutely phenomenal. You look at his last 4 starts, where he's gone 16. Is that 40 innings? 40 and 2/3 innings, 1 earned run. Dude, this guy's been nuts. And it makes sense because, he's a former Cy Young Award winner. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. By the way, 100%, 1,000,000%, infinity percent pitching advantage on the Tigers. Hitting advantage also on the Tigers. They're third in baseball, 124 WRC plus, compared to Pittsburgh, who is second to last at 63 WRC plus. To the line movement. Line moves 10 cents. It's about right. And the line has moved 10 cents towards the under. I understand the under as well. In terms of the money and everything, 89% of the bets, 86% of the money is on the Detroit Tigers. I don't even think their run line if their run line is even money, it's not even close. Actually, I can. All right, might be a little bit cheap, but I'm able to get their run line here at minus 104 on the site. I'm taking the Tigers here. Although, if I have to bet it, it's probably minus 2 line at this point. But I'm going to back the Detroit Tigers here with Skubal on the mound. And when I know it's probably a little bit cheap on the site, but grab the minus 2. I think they win like 4-1, 5-1, something in that nature. Give me the Tigers. You like Muzar? Harper's supposed to be back in today. Is that correct? I like the Marlins today just because of how the line's moving. because you got 91% of the handle on the Phillies. And the lines moved from minus 190 to minus 160 for the Phillies. So lines should be moving towards the Phillies, and it's moving against the Phillies. So, yes, I like the Marlins today. And that's a pretty heavy line movement. Yankees lose again. I know, it hasn't been great. I love it. And I probably want to fade them again today. They've lost 5 in a row. Speaking about teams that are doing awful, Nationals, what the heck? They have now lost 10 straight games. The sad part is the last 5 are against Colorado and Miami. So it's not like there's an excuse. But you got German Marquez and Mitchell Parker going today. Nationals minus 150, 9's your total. Once again, I can't bet on the Nationals right now just because they've lost 10 straight games. I'm not going to say, oh, they're due. No. But 14 starts for German Marquez, 2-8 record, a 6.62 ERA, 68 innings pitched, 60 earned run. Oh, sorry, is that 50 earned runs, 22 walks, and 48 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you've got Mitchell Parker, who has not been great this year either. I was a lot higher on him than I was supposed to be. 14 starts, a 4-7 record, 4.84 ERA, 74 and a third innings pitched, 40 earned runs, 31 walks, and 50 strikeouts. He's coming off of allowing 6 earned runs in 3 innings, 3 and a third, versus the Miami Marlins. Neither of these pitchers are great, but I will say probably neither of these offenses are great. You got the Colorado Rockies against the lefties, which their Rockies are dead last in everything. I'm not even really going to go crazy with that. Nationals, 99 WRC plus, so slightly below average versus righties. Where's this line moving? Let's look. Line's moving towards Colorado. This is crazy. And the line's moving towards the under. It's gone from 9.5 at even money to 9 at 123. God, I want to bet the Rockies today, and that's freaking disgusting. What's the line? What's the money stuff looking like? Oh God, ready for this? I'm betting the Rockies today. This is gross. Give me the Rockies plus 145. Nationals lost 10 straight. Damn, LO. I most definitely missed out on the lot. Yes. Yeah, I can't. I can only go Rockies here, but here, damn, Marquez can't take him over. I can see the over, but the line's moving towards the under with all the money's on the over. So I kind of lean towards the under as well. Pass on my Nats. Nats run line. It's humid and disgusting here, so Yankees win, imagine. No. Let's talk about that Yankee game. How about the New York Yankees? The last time they scored a run was on Saturday. It's now Wednesday. They've got to face Kohanowicz, and they got Ryan Yarbrough going. Kohanowicz this year, 14 starts, 3-8 record, 5.53 ERA, 71 and 2/3 innings pitched, 44 runs, 31 walks, 50 strikeouts. You would think the Yankees can score against them, right? Okay. On the opposite side is Ryan Yarbrough, who has pitched 15 times this year. 7 of them are starts, 3-1 record, 3.96 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 16 walks, and 46 strikeouts. So a bullpen game for the Yankees. But Ryan Yarbrough will probably go a little bit into the game. Let's go take a look at how these teams are hitting. You got the Angels against lefties, who are bottom 3 in baseball. You got the Yankees, who are hitting 3rd in baseball versus righties. So you would think, once again, that the Yankees should be able to score. We'll see. How's the line moving? Line's moving towards the Angels, because the Yankees opened up at 225 and now it's down to 210. With all the money on the Yankees, guess where we're going? We're grabbing the Angels. And I got to slow down a little bit because I got a lot of plays already today. Give me the Angels here. I can get plus 190. I can get plus 190 with the Angels here. The Yankees, prove it to me. Angels money line. Angels money line. Line moved against me on the Angels. That or it's just different books. Because I got a lot more options on the Picks and Parleys site. Let's keep on rolling. This one hurt last night because the D-backs and the Blue Jays, it's a pick 'em here, 9.5. Blue Jays walked it off last night, and I killed my freaking Arizona run line. Eduardo Rodriguez is going for Arizona, taking on Eric Lauer for Toronto. Eduardo Rodriguez has sucked. He has not been the same since his All-Star year with Detroit in 2023. Since then, he got traded, he got hurt, and he's been pitching kind of rough ever since. 11 starts, a 2-3 record with a 6.27 ERA, 56 innings pitched, 39 earned runs, 19 walks, and 60 strikeouts. He has not pitched well. On the opposite side, you got Eric Lauer, who I believe it's just a bullpen guy. Yeah, he's a bullpen guy, but he will go max 4 innings. Nine appearances this year, 3 starts, a 2-1 record, a 2.37 ERA, 8 earned runs, 10 walks, and 28 strikeouts. I think he'll do just fine, but he's not going to go super deep in the game. Well, we'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting stats. We'll look at both sides. Both of them are facing lefties. Diamondbacks are 14th, and the Toronto Blue Jays are 7th. So we'll go hitting and pitching advantage towards the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm just going to say that because, Eduardo Rodriguez has been awful. Let's go ahead and take a look at where the line's moving in this one. Line hasn't really moved. It's moved 5 cents towards Arizona, so nothing crazy. And the line's moved towards the under, actually, 15 cents towards the under. I'm not going to go after this game. It's a lean towards the Blue Jays, but not enough for me to want to get to this one. So we'll go ahead and stay off of this game for right now. Staying off the Yankees. D-backs team total over. Okay. Jays team total over. I could see it over in this game, but the line's moving the wrong way. D-backs run line and Jays smash. Imagine if the D-backs had good pitching. Dude, the Diamondbacks have awesome hitting. They can hit. They just can't pitch. Exactly. Let's keep on rolling because we got the Minnesota Twins and the Cincinnati Reds. We got Nick Lodolo versus Bailey Ober. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. The fire alarm's going off in my building. Real quick, all the alarms are still going off. It's just a test. Apparently, every single apartment complex, there's like 15 apartments in this complex, and all of them are going off. The people are on the phone with the companies trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. But there's still alarms going off. So I'm going to wait until they all go off, and then I'll start back up the show. We will come back live in a little bit. Screw it. I'm going to just go through the alarms because it may be a little bit until they get them turned off. So I do apologize if you guys hearing the alarms in the background, but we're going to keep going through the show because I need to be out of here in like 45 minutes, and I don't want to prolong this anymore. I believe we're starting on the Twins and the Reds. By the way, I'll quickly say hi to the chat again. No, you're hearing fire alarms. Fire alarm means Reds -1.5. I should just take that and move on. But if I put that as an exclamation saying, hey, during the show, during this game, Reds went off because of fire alarm, that might not be safe. Yeah, no, we're good. Laughing. Someone's trying to burn down the building, right? Someone burnt their waffles. No, it was just every single building went off. So I don't know. No fire. Nothing stopping ESB. No, we're going to go right through this. Tim's picks. Dude, I was trying to do it wouldn't let me upload it for some reason. But I wanted to, as we were doing this, I had this set up for the background for a little bit. But it wouldn't let me upload it, so I don't know. Gotcha, Cyber Attack. Morning, Timmy. Happy Corbin Day. We'll talk about him a little bit. Hello, Ice. Did you hear Marchand? Yes, won the cup. Panthers destroyed the Oilers yesterday. Yep. And that was the first game of the series that went underneath the total. 2 times cup. Sad we won't see Marchand meet. Yeah. I just wanted to say about that. Have nice cash. Let's do it. But hey, but how about ex-Blue Milka, 3-time champ, elite defenseman? St. Louis versus Buffalo, Stanley Cup. I'm down. Let's do it. Hell yeah, let's do it. All right. Reds and the Twins are going to go after, I believe it was Lodolo and Ober. Ober this year has been a solid piece for the rotation. 4.4 ERA. He's coming off of back-to-back bad starts, which has ballooned ERA a little bit because he's allowed 12 earned runs in the last 11 innings. 14 starts, 4-3 record, 4.4 ERA, 73 2/3 innings pitched, 36 earned runs, 21 walks, and 57 strikeouts. He's been good besides the last 2 starts. Nick Lodolo has been awesome, although last start he got blown up. But 14 starts, a 4-5 record, just because the Reds don't win games. 3.76 ERA, 79 innings pitched, 33 earned runs, 16 walks, and 70 strikeouts. He's been solid. Pitching advantage towards the Reds for me. We'll take a look at hitting stats. Minnesota versus lefties are 89 WRC plus, which is 16th in baseball. Reds versus righties are 12th, 106. So hitting advantage and pitching advantage towards Mr. Lodolo. In terms of where the line is moving, it is going from -105 to -123 for Cincinnati. So, yes, the fire alarms are saying it for me. We're taking the Reds today. The red hot Reds. No, we are taking the Reds, and we're going to be grabbing them because I'm not laying -126 is not terrible. 125. We can take 125. Give me the Reds here, money line versus the Twins in this one. Twins team total over 4.5. Think it's good for weather or good weather for runs. Could be. Reds money line. Let's go. Thanks, Nick, for me on that future with the Panthers to win it all. Last few recommendations he had before he left the show. Yeah, they look good. Although Nick was rooting for the Oilers, so I don't know. He thought I was talking to him, and he was saying he thought the Oilers were going to win. Who knows? Let's head to the next game. Mets and the Braves. Mets threw that one away last night. And God, it won't. The coverage is being stupid sometimes because it has TBD for the Mets, which I know it's Blackburn, and Chris Sale for the Braves. So it makes sense why the Braves are this big of favorites. Blackburn this year has been, he's pitched in 3 games. He started one. He's pitched 9 1/3 innings. And he's allowed, what would that be, 7 earned runs in those starts. His one good start was against the Dodgers, where he went 5 shutout innings, 6 strikeouts, 1.71 whip. He's not been good. But he's also hasn't played all that much. I really can't judge a lot on that. Chris Sale has been a pitcher that could be starting the All-Star game. 4-4 record, a 2.79 ERA in 14 starts, 80 and 2/3 innings pitched, 107 strikeouts and a 1.21 whip. I wouldn't be surprised, ready guys, if Chris Sale started the All-Star game instead of Paul Skeens, because it's in Atlanta. There you go. But we go ahead and look at the hitting stats. The Mets versus lefties are 9th in baseball, 107 WRC plus. And the Braves against righties, 102 WRC plus. So hitting advantage Mets, pitching advantage Braves. Where's the line moving? Line has not moved. 180 to 180. So no line movement. The line has moved towards the over, going from 8 at -105 to 8 at -112. Then you look at where the money's coming in. 62% of the bets, but 31% of the money is coming in on the Braves, which is telling me the Mets are live in this game. And then in terms of, I was looking at the line went towards the under, and the money's been on the under, so that makes sense. It's Mets or nothing in this one. I'm going to take the Mets here as a bounce back spot. Pretty big plus money. I can get 158 on the Mets. So let's go ahead and take the Mets here versus the Braves. Bounce back spot after ugly loss. Not to mention the line movement telling me that, or the lack of. And once again, I do apologize for the fire alarm. There's nothing I could do about it unless I end the show. Mets money line. Paul Blackburn Day. He has not been great, but yeah. Mets money line and Sale under strikeouts. Would take the Mets. Yes, I like the Mets today. Who's got the pen advantage? That's a great question. I'm not honestly sure. I want to say it's the Mets. I want to say the Mets have the pen advantage. Yes, Mets today. Let's go. Let's keep on rolling because we got 7 baseball games left. And the next one is the Orioles and the Rays. It's a pick'em with a total of 9 in this game. Trevor Rogers and Taj Bradley. Trevor Rogers making his second appearance of the year. 1 start, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs versus the Red Sox, and a 2-1 win for the Orioles. But he's only pitched in 1 game. Taj Bradley on the opposite side has been pretty solid in terms of runs. 14 starts, 4-5 record, a 4.35 ERA, 78 and 2/3 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 33 walks, and 71 strikeouts. He's been another one of those back of the rotation guys that's been pitched pretty solid. Both of them, Trevor Rogers a lefty, so Rays versus lefties are 15th in baseball, 89 WRC plus. Orioles versus righties are 8th, 111 WRC plus. Pitching advantage, it's hard to figure out. Hitting advantage, 100% towards the Orioles. And then this, by the way, this Tampa Bay team's been red hot. But line has moved towards Baltimore. 118 down to 103. With the line movement the way it is, the hitting advantage for them. This is going to be a loaded card for us. We're going to take the Orioles here. I can get them at -102. Yep, that's the best line I can find. -102 for the Orioles today. Let's ride with Baltimore. Morning, I'm on -2.5 Cards and Tigers 2-teamer. I do like the Tigers like that today. I have not looked at the St. Louis game yet. Under 9. Go O's. O's money line, first 5, Jolly Roger. Let's do it. Nighttime games in Rays Stadium under has been cashed in. There you go. Do Rays hit lefties? They do not. They're 89 WRC plus versus lefties this year. So, no, they don't. Let's keep on rolling through the games. We got the Cardinals and the White Sox. The Cardinals are minus 180 with a total of 8.5. Sonny Gray and Dean Martin. Sonny Gray this year, 14 starts, a 7-2 record, a 3.84 ERA, and 79 2/3 innings pitched, 34 earned runs, 15 walks, and 85 strikeouts. Solid. Towards the ace part of that rotation. On the opposite side, you got Dean Martin, who's also been really good for the White Sox. 14 starts at 14 games appeared in 13 starts. I believe the one relief outing was 6 innings. 2-7 record, which you're on the White Sox, you don't expect to win games. 3.79 ERA, 80 2/3 innings pitched, 34 earned runs, 19 walks, and 53 strikeouts. He has been solid, and I wouldn't be surprised if Dean Martin could possibly be a trade piece over the deadline with how weak the starting pitching department is. I think that the White Sox can get some calls for some of their guys. And then in terms of hitting advantage, both of them are against righties. I can tell you the White Sox suck. White Sox are 80 WRC plus. St. Louis, I believe, is dropping because they are currently sitting. Where's St. Louis? Am I just blind? Holy crap, I'm blind. Nope, 11th, 106 WRC plus. So they're at least hitting. So hitting advantage towards the Cardinals. I'll say pitching advantage. I want to give it to the White Sox, but I'm going to say Cardinals for right now. Lines moved 5 cents towards the White Sox, and those lines moved towards the over from 8 and minus 120 to 8 and minus 109, with a lot of money coming in on the Cardinals, line moving towards the White Sox. I want to take the White Sox. I'm not going to. This one's going to be a stay-off spot. I can't bet every single game today, so this one's going to be a stay-off. Card smash, cash cow. Nope, because the Cards are on the road. So no cash cow because it's got to be a home team. I like the Cardinals game. There you go. What's your best over today? I have not bet an over today. I have not bet a total yet today. I mean, if you're going to go after anything, I could see an over maybe in the San Diego LA game. What about the earlier games? I could see one in Colorado and Washington. I did take a total in this game. I took an under in the Mariners game. I have not taken an over yet today. Let's keep on rolling. 5 games left. Once again, I want to say I do apologize for the fire alarms. We're just trying to get through the show now. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me through all that. Mizorowski taking on Jameson Taillon. Mizorowski was really, really good in his first start. He did leave after hurting himself. He is back for his start, though. He went 5 shutout innings, not even shutout, no hit innings, 4 walks. And the fire alarm turned off. The fire alarm just turned off. Okay, we feel better now. He was really, really good in his first start versus the Cardinals. Now he gets to face another division rival in the Cubs, and Jameson Taillon, who has pitched in 14 games this year, a 7-3 record, a 3.48 ERA, and 82 2/3 innings pitched, 32 earned runs, 16 walks, and 65 strikeouts. He's allowed 3 earned runs or less in every single start, besides the one in May 9th versus the Mets. So both pitchers, solid. Let's go take a look at the hitting stats. Both of them are against righties. Cubs, 5th in baseball against righties at 114 WRC plus. And the Brewers are down lower at 25th in baseball at 93 WRC plus. So huge hitting advantage for the Cubbies. I want to give the pitching advantage to the Cubs just for right now, just because we've only seen one start from Mizorowski. In terms of the line movement, we've got a line movement towards the Brewers. It's from minus 162 on the Cubs to minus 150. So lines moved even more since I typed up the lines, which is going to happen. Lines also moved 5 cents towards the under. Where's the money going in this one? Money's coming in on the Cubs, which most of the time the money's going to always be coming in on the favorites. So that's always something that you're going to see quite often. I do like the I do lean towards the Cubbies in this one, but I can't with the way that the line's moving. So once again, another stay away spot. Tim, how's your CFL been this year? 2-4 start. But I will hopefully be getting better at that throughout the year. Twins and Tigers. Twins and Reds over. That's it. Brewers money line and the under. I'm going to pass on that game, so I don't know. Do you like OKC to cover and win tomorrow night? They probably win. I just got to take a look at what the numbers say for tomorrow. I haven't seen ticket numbers and stuff like that, so I'll cap that tomorrow. As someone that works during fire alarm tests, that sound is so painfully annoying. Oh, it was, but I'm happy it's off now. Cubbies run line. It seems so easy to bet on the Cubs at this price. Not really to me, because I don't like laying minus 160. It had to be run line. Run line's never comfortable. Run lines are risky for the home team, not guaranteed the bottom of the ninth to hit. That's why that's built into the price. Cubs minus 1.5. Oh shit, that's right. I have to balance CFL too. 50% boost on the Tigers. Go for it. Nerfy and Jamison Taillon and the new guy. Yes, it is. 4 games left. Royals, Rangers. To pick them, slight favorite towards the Royals and Chris Bubik taking on the legend, the GOAT, Patrick Corbin. Total of 8 in this game. Chris Bubik, get Bubik to the All-Star game now. I know he came off of a bad start against the Yankees where he allowed 5 earned runs, but he's rocking with a 1.92 ERA this year in 13 starts, a 5-4 record, 79 and 2/3 innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 25 walks, and 82 strikeouts. Bubik has been fantastic. On the opposite side, you got Patrick Corbin, which I'm not going to make the argument for Patrick Corbin making an all-star team. 12 starts, 4-5 record, a 3.66 ERA, 27 earned runs, 21 walks, and 49 strikeouts. He does have a complete game this year. It was a complete game loss versus the Washington Nationals, a team that he pitched for a while. But both pitchers have been really good this year. Both of them lefties. Let's figure out how these two teams are doing against lefties. Texas and Kansas City are both bottom 5 in WRC plus, 71 and 69 WRC plus. So goddamn, both these teams suck hitting against lefties. Let's take a look at where the line movement's going, because I have a feeling I know where this is going. And the line's moving towards the under. And then money's coming in saying under. So let's go ahead and I can get under 8.5 at minus 116. I love this pitching matchup. Give me the under between Bubik and Corbin. Love it, love it, love it. Rangers under, Rangers money line, Rangers money line. My favorite day, Corbin. Royals can't score. Tim, can you drop a link to the other channel? Let's go and do that for you guys. Which I think we're going to be doing a video on that today. I'm not sure, though. Let's see. Let's pull up. Here you go. Make sure you guys subscribe, and we're trying to reach 100 subscribers on that. That's the new betting channel that Nick said. Well, not betting channel. Sorry, sports channel, sports talk channel that Nick can actually be on. So check that out. With or without good pitching, Logan Webb will pitch a complete game, and his team will still lose somehow. Well, I mean, it's Verlander today, unless MLB, unless Covers is lying to me again, which I'm going to get very frustrated about. It says Justin Verlander today, according to Covers. Let's take a look. It is Justin Verlander today. Okay. I cannot bet these Rangers unders when they're cashing. I can't not bet. I got you. Are you going to be messing around with that sport where men go out and exercise? Soccer. I haven't seen any on my thing. Is there any to bet today? Let's look a look. No, I don't see it. There's no soccer to bet today. Royals are better on the road hitting. And then there's the channel. So make sure you guys are going to go and check that out. Let's keep on rolling. We got 3 games left. Guardians and the Giants. Giants minus 130 with a total of 7.5 in this one. Logan Allen and Justin Verlander. Logan Allen this year, 13 appearances, 12 starts. His one relief album was a one shutout inning versus the Angels. 4-4 record, a 4.28 ERA, 61 innings pitched, 29 earned runs, 28 walks, and 46 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Justin Verlander, who has been will be making his first start in a month. The last time he pitched was on May 18th. He's made 10 starts this year, 0-3 record, a 4.33 ERA, 52 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 21 walks, and 41 strikeouts. I don't know how to feel about wanting to go after Justin Verlander because just not something I really want to get interested in. But we'll see where the line movement and everything's going. Let's take a look at how teams are hitting. San Fran against lefties. Not great. 79 WRC plus, which is 22nd in baseball. Cleveland versus righties. 21st in baseball at 98 WRC plus. Neither one of them are great. In terms of line movement, we've got line moving towards Cleveland, going from 145 to 130 for the Giants, and the line's moving 5 cents towards the over at that 7.5 number. Wow, I think it is a Guardians play today, considering that 27% of the bets, but 51% of the money is on the Guardians. Line moving that way. I like the Guardians in this one. I can get them at plus 116. Give me the Guardians money line today versus Justin Verlander and the Giants in this one. Giants, Guardians. Guardians first 5. Sure. Under. Sure. Marlins bullpen game. Who is Muzar? He was a pitcher that pitched last year for the Padres. He pitched 8 games last year for the Padres. For Rockies first 5, they aren't going to sweep. Yes, they are. Crazy Brewers and Cleveland missed playoffs. That'd be fun. 2 games left. Astros and Athletics. Severino versus Valdez. Good pitching matchup here. Valdez, while the Astros have won 7 straight of his starts, he's pitched in 14 games this year, a 7-4 record, a 3.1 ERA in 90 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 28 walks, and 96 strikeouts. I remember when we were talking possibly a trade piece for Framber Valdez. Now the Astros are way in first place. Taking on Luis Severino, which has had a big drop-off from his year last year in New York. 15 starts, a 2-6 record at 4.47 ERA and 90 2/3 innings pitched, 45 earned runs, 28 walks, and 61 strikeouts. He is coming off of a nice start versus the Kansas City Royals, but who doesn't pitch well against the Kansas City Royals nowadays? I will say, hitting, the Athletics hit 100 WRC plus versus lefties, so they're one of the good hitting teams. Houston is hitting versus righties at 100 WRC plus, which is 19. So hitting advantage, Athletics. Pitching advantage, obviously, towards the Astros. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement in this one. Line has moved slightly towards the Astros, and the line has moved towards the under in this game, which money coming in on the Astros, that all makes sense. Money coming in on the under, that all makes sense. I'm going to staying off of this one. No real feeling on the Athletics here. Astros team total under. That's a bold one, especially in that Sacramento ballpark. I don't know if I could do that. Good luck to you, though. I mean, I always root for the Athletics, so. But we got the final game on the card, and it's the Padres and the Dodgers. And, of course, there's a big pitching matchup today between Stephen Kolek and Sheehan. Emmett Sheehan. So absolute ace off. No, okay. Kolek this year, 3.52 ERA in 8 starts, a 3-2 record, a complete game that came in a second start. That was the 21-0 game against the Rockies. 3.5 ERA, 46 and a third innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 18 walks, and 34 strikeouts. He's been okay. On the opposite side, Sheehan's making his first pitching appearance in the majors since 2023. So not really much to go off of there, where he pitched in 13 games and 11 starts, but I'm not going to read off numbers from that long ago. Both of them are facing righties today. Dodgers number 1 hitting against righties. San Diego is 13th. Both of them over 100 WRC plus, 105 and 127 for the Dodgers. Line movement in this game is going towards the Dodgers at from minus 183 to minus 193. Line has moved 4 cents towards the under, which I'm not really too worried about. But all that line movement, but the money's really, really skewed because I was looking at the Dodger run line, but I'm not going to go after the Dodger run line today. It's because 74% of the bets, but 35% of the money is on the Dodgers. Not something I need to get involved with. So we're going to be passing on the final game of today. So not really anything special going on in that one. Either Astros score 8 runs or 2. That's fair. And you're banking that they don't score many runs. I got you. Astros under. Over under 69. I'm definitely going with the under that total. Is that what I had? Oh, wow. Yep, I just noticed that was the Athletics number. My bad. Last game. Yep, I figured that one out. My bad. Padres, over 9.5. I remember Sheehan. Yeah, he pitched 2 years ago. So cool. Tailing Guardians with you. Let's do it. You mind going over who you're on again? ESPN, I get here late. Yes, I will go over that in just a second. Nationals and Cardinals money line. I cannot touch the Nationals today. Not going to happen. Today, just for you, Stop Geo. Under in the Red Sox game. Marlins money line. Tigers -2. Rockies money line. Angels money line. Reds money line. Mets money line. Orioles money line. The under in the Rangers game and the Cleveland Guardians. So there you go. But that's going to be it for today. I will probably have a WNBA play in that Mercury Sun game. I just got to figure out what it is. And I'll let you guys know for the member onlys if you guys are interested in all of that. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again tomorrow. Peace out, guys.